everybody, it's Arcane Duels. I'm Intangible.
And I'm Koshade.
And today we're going to bring you an incantation from the new Priestess vs. Warlock set of Academy.
I just want to point out that I love this reveal. I'm very excited for this card to come out.
He is very excited. Yes.
It's going to help everyone out so much.
Really is. Man. All right, so it is an incantation. It only costs 2, kind of. And it is a Holy One card, and its name is...
Cure!
Just your bog standard Cure.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that I actually really like about Mage Wars is they have a lot of very basic sounding cards that are good. Because a lot of games, like for instance, Fireball, like it's a really cool spell, and like Cure, it's a really cool spell, and it's effective. It doesn't get crappy, and you have to be like, giant flame inferno attack. No,
it
just
doesn't
Fireball.
Get it, but stumble
really cool.
and fumble.
We should probably talk about Cure.
We should probably talk about Cure. All right, you're already looking at it. So here's Cure. It is a Holy One spell, and it basically, it's very interesting how it's worded and for a purpose. It costs 2, but it states it allows you to remove 1 condition marker by paying its cost, and if you do, heal 2 damage. What this means is, if the creature doesn't have a condition on it that you cast this on, then you don't remove the condition, and thus you don't heal the 2, and so you just spent 2 mana for nothing.
So, it is a good way to bait out, like, nullifies, reverse magics, things like that, because 2 mana, and they go, oh, I have to reveal this enchantment now.
Yeah.
I mean, Jinx comes to mind. It's kind of getting rid of your utility card if you do that.
There are probably better ways to do it, but
Purify
if you had no other option, it's not terrible.
Of course, Purify is a free way to get rid of a nullify or something like that, because he's paid 0. So, I mean, let's talk about this for Academy.
Yeah, Academy, there are only a few conditions in Academy, but all of them are pretty effective. So we're talking our staggers and our weaks.
I mean, against a stagger, let's just say level 2 creature's done, you really need him to attack, but he's staggered. You go, you know what? You did hit him with, I don't know, a lightning raptor or something.
Something like that, yeah.
He goes, I'm staggered, and I took 2-3 damage, something like that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cast Cure on him. I'm going to get rid of the stagger so he can attack this round, and then I'm just going to cure him heal that damage.
Just going to undo that action that just happened.
Yeah, it's very effective at just kind of making other attacks null so that you can get more damage out there.
Yeah, it does also those weaks. We know that those weaks are really a big deal in Academy because there's no other way to get rid of them.
The Asp right now is very good at getting rid of melee.
Very powerful, and just no way to deal with that.
And if you can just sort of take it out, now I can now I have the extra damage to kind of get through. Very good way.
Very, very, very powerful card. Also the fact that it can heal and it is a healing spell, which does matter, but we can't tell you why yet. But it does matter.
Yeah, I mean, right now, you know, Aaron has... we've revealed Aaron, obviously.
Yes.
And so he has, you know... damage, so unless he gets some sort of weak on him or something, which I don't know
then
why.
It won't do any good, but there are other cards as well. So there are a few things that do benefit from this, but you'll find that out eventually.
Moving on to Arena, so I mean, basically you have like something like the Wand of Healing that does, you know, you can either heal 2 damage or you can take away a condition marker, and this kind of combines that.
It does.
And granted, you know, the wand, you get reuse out of it, but if you want to take a Mage Wand with it, you kind of just have a super Wand of Healing. And if you're doing any of that high armor builds, you know, we have like 4 or 5 armor veterans belts. You want to get rid of that corrode, you just... Bam, okay, well, I have all this armor and veteran's belt. I just took 2-3 damage from this attack. I might as well get rid of that corrode you did with that acid ball or something, and I'll heal that damage that you did to me as well.
It's intense. I mean, being able to remove the corrodes and just heal that, also obviously effective for burns. There are... The other thing, too, is people generally...
Or, I guess not so much... Maybe rots is a more appropriate...
Either, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with those is, like, you don't... You can run Purify to deal with those other poison conditions. But now, if you feel like, oh man, it's only for poison conditions, I don't really care, you can run Cure instead. Granted, it doesn't help with the enchantment side of you know, cursing and stuff like that, but Cure in general can take care of the catch-all of the conditions. So if you look at a condition, you're like, well, I'm running a solo melee build. Weaks terrify me. Cool, I should probably run some cures. Just get rid of that.
You know, that is actually a really interesting debate also between Purify and Cure. Because, I mean, the big thing, of course, you use Purify for is if you have Poison Blood and Ghoul Rot, then you basically, in one action, you null their two actions.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that's important in Mage Wars because that action economy adds up a lot. So, I mean...
Also, multiple rots in general. I mean, you've been working on a melee Necromancer build that just kind of stacks on the rots.
Stacks on rots and weaks, and it's very effective.
Purify is good for that. Cure, not as much.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much... It's a neat card. I like it a lot.
I guess one last note, very simple note, is that it does cost 2 and the cost of the condition marker. And so because of that, it doesn't make everything else just, like, worse.
Oh, no, not at all.
It combines 2 actions, but you do pay that cost by also having to pay the additional 2 mana. So you really do have to pick and choose which kind of cards you're going to use here, and if you're going to have that extra 2 mana.
That's actually interesting, because the efficiency of it is 2 mana for 2 healing plus the removal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like something like Heal that has, it's what, 8 mana for 8 healing or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean,
but
it's sort of
on... like Minor Heal.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like 4 and 5.
Yeah, it's a really interesting card.
It does really push the boundaries of your mana cost on things. Like, really pushes the boundaries. And so you do have to consider what you're going to run in, because occasionally you are just 1 mana short. And then you're going to be sad that you chose to Cure instead of Purify, for instance. A possibility.
You know, it also gets rid of sleep, which is actually pretty cool when you think about it, too.
Oh, yeah, because if you remove the sleep that way, they don't get the daze condition, do they?
Right now, there's only... I mean, Wand of Healing is one of the best ways to get rid of removal, and this just kind of... It's really cool. It's a cool card. Yeah.
If you don't see the need to do it multiple times, or if you don't run a Battle Forge, then this might be better than Wand of Healing.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the spoiler. We will be doing more for Priestess versus Warlock Academy.
And
I'm Koshade.
He is Koshade.
This guy's intangible. And please subscribe to our YouTube. We will be releasing more. Take care.
Goodbye.